He's got big money in the auction before as well, Mumbai Indians. But if you need to find the best version of him in this auction, which team does he ideally suit? And the position that you spoke about, where does he need to bat?
I think he's still at his best as an opener. I mean, that's how I see it.
So does that suit Kolkata Knight Riders?
I think so. I think, yes, they need certainly an opener. They need a solid opener there. I mean, whether they'll open with Sunil Narayan or Ajinkya Rahane opens the batting, whether Venkatesh Iyer would come back as an opener, we don't know. So I think, yeah, you're going to win bucks, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Because the smaller auction, you have an all-rounder of his ability, you're going to pay big bucks. If you're going to do that, then if you need the best out of a Cam Green, I think his position would be, in my view, at the top of the order. Use the first 6 overs. He has the reach. He has the skill to literally go after fast bowling. Spin, to starting off with spin, especially after 6 overs. If he bats in the middle order, I don't think is ideally suited to Cam Green, because I'm sure all the opposition would know that when Cam Green walks in those middle overs, straight away spin. And in India, all teams will have a couple of spinners and good spinners in the IPL. So I think for KKR, he's suited to open the batting and then, of course, give them some.
Those are the insights we're talking about that Anil has given us. We thought we'd get a similar insight from Google Search new AI mode as well. With Abhinav Makun do all the hard work there, because you get those deeper and the ideal summary for any question that you're looking for. So Cameron Green, where does he go? Whom should he suit ideally best in this auction?
Thanks, Mandy. Something that piqued my interest is the fact that Kolkata Knight Riders are obviously interested in Cam Green, but their top order slots are completely full. So where will Cameron Green bat? Vacated position from Andre Russell means, could he be used as a finisher? Let's find out. What is Cameron Green's record as a finisher in the IPL? It's not played too much as a finisher, and the response is Cameron is primarily batted in the top and middle order in the IPL, not typically in a finisher role in the death overs. A lot of people talk about his flexibility, where he can bat from 3s to number 7. Briefly, he batted in position 7. He's got 3 innings, just 8 runs with a strike rate of 80. At number 6, he's got 3 innings again, but his best position looks like number 3, where he's played 12 innings. Number 3 to number 7, but if KKR want to fill that finisher role, then possibly they might have to look for someone other than Cameron Green as well. If they end up sharing a lot of money for Cam Green, they may not have that much money to invest in a solid finisher or an all-rounder where Andre Russell has left. So if Cam Green goes to KKR, I would think he would bat in that top 3 spots.
So Google Search new AI mode kind of agrees exactly with what Anil Kumble and Abhinav Makun have been saying as well, that he can't be the replacement for a player like Andre Russell. So if they are looking at him, Kolkata Knight Riders, and we say that because they have the biggest purse, then they should be in another range. But what about the fans? The heartbeat of the fans seem to think, 65% of the fans seem to think that Cameron Green will be wearing the yellow jersey after this auction. 65%, and why not? You know what, Anil, we'll take another breather over here, because that will be a very interesting prospect if it works out that way as well. All the good conversations, the masterminds that work here, putting together new teams, old friends meeting, rivalries renewed. Yep, it's auction time.
यार ये एंडोथर्मिक क्या है?
एक्सोथर्मिक का ऑपोजिट।
भयंकर कंफ्यूजन है ब्रो।
जब हो बहुत सारे सवाल और चाहिए एक जवाब, तो गूगल के नए एआई मोड से पूछ।
Search like never before.
लड़की, तेरा नाम क्या है? पूछे वाले पूछे तो बता तेरी पहचान क्या है?
Ready to roar. Tata Women's Premier League starts 9th January.
2 gems of Indian cricket.
Get ready.
Heavy is the head, it's a blessing and a curse.
India versus New Zealand, 1st July, 11th January at 12:30 p.m.
Things happen here, but no one really talks about it.
Something bad's coming. Premier League, only on Geo Hotstar and Star Sports Network.
The Premier League broadcast on Geo Hotstar is presented by Black and White Ginger Ale, non-alcoholic, in association with Eurogrip Tires. Fly 9 minutes, fly better, and Kingfisher, the king of good times.
You'd work really hard. We need a vacation.
Strictly family time.
Let me tell you no vacation.
What the hell on our first date?
Nobody but me.
बोलना लॉ के लिए दिल्ली या मुंबई डिपेंड्स कॉलेज या इंटर्नशिप दोनों क्या करूं जब वो बहुत सारे सवाल और चाहिए एक जवाब तो गूगल के नए एआई मोड से पूछ
Search like never before.
Google Search AI Mode presents Math Center Live. All the teams coming in. We've just, they'll all be settling down by now. They'll all be having conversations, smiles, catching up. Hey, how was your season? What did you do in the break? They're not anymore. When that auction begins, it's about putting championship teams together on this table. It's about trying to outwit each other. And these are the kind of auctions. We know that there are two teams entering this with the biggest purses, two teams who are looking to reset. One of them 5-time champions, Chennai Super Kings. One of them 3-time champions, Kolkata Knight Riders. A couple of these teams, of course, have purses that are in those 20 crore category, and then there's Mumbai Indians that have 5. Now, when you look at the shopping list, MVP players are the players who have these sort of skills. You want top order batters, that's why maybe a Delhi Capitals and a KKR. KKR, mind you, are looking for all categories. So let's just put that out there, except for spinners. They're looking for all categories, but finishers, all-rounders, spinners, couple of Indian spinners in the list, and always fast bowler. Every team will want a fast bowler, an overseas fast bowler as well, because you want backups. Injuries is one of the main things in such a long league like this, as Abhinav Mukund and Anand Kumble would know. Let's ask the batter, what is the most valued skill if you're putting together an IPL team? What would you ideally want when you're playing an entire duration of the IPL for the players that are available?
See, I think in this particular auction, a lot of teams are eyeing a finisher role more than. I think opening batters are dime a dozen. You won't go for massive values if you're an opening batters because you've got 3, 4, 5 options that you can choose from. And finishing skills are much harder to do in the IPL and they are extremely costly. You've got a couple of guys who've opted out. You've got Maxwell out. You've got Russell out. So that leaves the pool very, very small. And in that pool, you've got to see who's got IPL experience. You've got so many guys, even playing Mushtaq Ali, who are doing the finisher role very well. But that's a lot of inexperience that comes with it. So a lot of teams opt for the experienced candidates who are overseas. But someone like a Liam Livingston, for even anymore. He's been out of favor with the national side, been released by RCB for a reason, and then now he's going to come into this auction with a lot of demand, only for the reason that he's someone that we know.
Let's focus on the first set because we're coming down to the batters which the all-rounder Cameron Green will find himself on. We've already tipped him as possibly the one with the biggest purse, could possibly break records as well. There's Devon Conway, there's Jake Fraser-McGurk, there's Indian experience in Sarfaraz Khan and Prithvi Shaw. And then when you're talking about experience, Abhinav just mentioned, and finishing capabilities, there's a David Miller in this lineup as well. So your first set, and apart from Cameron Green, because we've spoken about him and as targets, who's your biggest target then, Anil, for which team?
Oh, I think all of them will certainly get a bit. That's how I see it. Yeah, maybe some of them may look to strategize and play the waiting game. But I think someone like a David Miller, I think GT would certainly look to get him back.
To GT?
Because Butler is there at the top. Now you get a Miller who's experienced, who's done it for them, for GT. So maybe GT will look at David Miller and a left-hander again. I mean, I know they have a few left-handers there. Washington Sundar's there, and you have Tewatia as well. But with Shef and Rutherford coming to Mumbai, and I think they'll probably look to get a David Miller back because that's where I thought he had the best IPL season other than the one season for Punjab in 2014. So That's one thing that they will look for. I think Sarfraz will certainly get a call. He's done well again today. As we speak, I think I think strike rate is more than 200 as a top order batter.
Who needs it then?
Batter.
Who should go?
So I think in the first 6 overs he'll be destructive, and I'm sure he has a point to prove. So that's something that I'm sure teams also look for. Yeah.
You want to put a number to the price tag we might just see?
For Cam Green?
For anyone. What's the number?
I have a feeling Miller will be the only guy who gets any attention in this for now. Everybody else, apart from Cam Green, I really hope Cam Green is the first name out for everybody else.
just to set the auction.
Just to set a...
Come on, let's have fun. Let's get a number out.
Let's give 25.5 for Cam Green.
25.5 for Cam Green. We're not breaching 3-0?
I don't think so.
No?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, you never know. That's the nature of these auctions. You can make all the predictions you want. Ultimately, it just comes down to the way that the fortune works in your favor. First set, we'll be right here.
2025 was a season that didn't just entertain. It broke every record in sight.
It's an incredible win. Second highest chase in IPL history.
More 4s and 6s than any season before.